Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, a memoir by Matthew Perry summarized by Butterbook. In 2018, Matthew Perry, known by his nickname Matty, suffered a colonic explosion and was rushed to the UCLA Medical Center. After 2 weeks of coma, his mother informed him that he had a 2% chance of surviving. Perry's story unfolds, including his hysterical, delusional pain, rush to the hospital, a 7-hour surgery, and the support he received from his friends and family. As he slowly recovers, he faces his worst fear, that he is to blame for everything. This is the story of Matthew Perry, a talented actor known for playing Chandler Bing in one of the greatest sitcoms, and how he fell so far. Perry's memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, provides a comprehensive look into his life, including his difficult childhood, battles with addiction, and the devastating effects of his fame. Matthew Perry, born in 1969, had an unhappy childhood that led him on the wrong path. His parents were overwhelmed by his constant crying and took him to the doctor, where they received a prescription for phenobarbital for their 2-month-old child. This was the first of many instances where drugs were used to solve Matthew's issues rather than teaching him to do the necessary internal work. When Matthew was 9 months old, his parents divorced, leaving him with his mother. Matthew discovered how to be both a caregiver and entertainer by trying to make people laugh and feel good about themselves. His mother worked as Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau's press secretary, making him feel like an outsider. He smoked, got into fights, and even once gave a beating to the future Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, the son of his mother's boss. At the age of 14, spending time with his friends alone, Matthew's first drink occurred. Lying on his back looking at the moon, he felt happier than ever before. This realization planted the seed for what he refers to as the big terrible thing, or alcoholism and addiction. Matthew has anhedonia, which prevents him from enjoying anything unless it's exciting or intoxicating. At 15, Matthew is angry, argues with his mother, and feels strange in Canada. To get to know his father and see if Hollywood can fill the huge void inside him, he decides to move to Los Angeles to explore the world of acting. Matthew Perry, a young actor from Los Angeles, was taught how to drink and behave by his father. He received a few minor roles by 1986, but nothing significant. After impressing a director, he was invited to appear in the movie A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon, which wasn't a great success. However, that movie resulted in Matthew and River Phoenix becoming close. He developed a pattern of breaking up with women if they were getting close to becoming serious relationships. Matthew became obsessed with fame, believing it would fill the hole inside him. He filled that void with vodka, drinking every night in secret. At 24, he felt his chance of fame slipping away and begged his manager for a role in anything. He ended up in the underwhelming science fiction comedy LAX 2194, about airport baggage handlers. In the meantime, Hollywood started taking notice of the script for a television series called Friends Like Us. When Matthew read it, he immediately connected with one character, Chandler Bing. However, he was unable to attend the audition due to his commitment to LAX 2194. His friend Craig Bierko was given the role of Chandler, but fortunately, Craig declined the offer, and the baggage handler show was not given a second season renewal. With the right circumstances, Matthew could become famous. He prayed to God, "You can do whatever you want to me. Just please make me famous." After 3 weeks, he was cast as Chandler Bing in the sitcom Friends. Jimmy Burrows, the director of Friends, gave all the soon-to-be stars $100 just before the pilot episode aired, advising them to gamble and enjoy themselves because they would soon be unable to do so in public. Friends became an immediate hit due to the actors' on-screen chemistry and its 8:30 p.m. time slot, which was between Mad About You and Seinfeld. Matthew Perry felt content and determined not to ruin his extremely fortunate position. Everyone was welcome to contribute a joke, and if it was good enough, it would be used. The atmosphere on set was creative and open, with the most pitches coming from Matthew and the other characters. Chandler's persona became an immediate favorite among the audience, and Julia Roberts accepted an invitation to appear in Season 2 only if it meant she could participate in Chandler's storyline. This resulted in a long, facts-based romantic relationship between Julia and Matthew that eventually ended because Matthew was afraid she would leave him first. Matthew continued to battle addiction throughout his career, not drinking on set but understanding that fame wasn't the cure for his lack of satisfaction. After the final episode of Friends filming, Matthew started work on Fool's Rush In. One day, and after shooting, he chose to ride a jet ski despite safety warnings. Matthew was in a lot of pain after falling off and was saved by the crew. After one pill of Vicodin prescribed by the doctor 9 months later, he was taking 55 pills daily. At 26, this led to the first of many detoxes in rehab, but the drug and alcohol use worsened. He would arrive at Friends every day with a terrible hangover. Even pancreatitis at 30 years old did not help him get his act together. Concerns among the other cast members increased, leading to Jennifer Aniston briefly intervening in his trailer once. Monica and Chandler, two fictional characters, tied the knot in May 2001, making the entire show one of the most memorable scenes. Friends, a popular TV show, is ending after 237 episodes. Except for Matthew Perry, the cast is crying due to intense emotions, with Matthew feeling nothing. Maybe it's because of the buprenorphine he was on due to his detox at that time. Matthew's loneliness and recent broken-up relationship with another girlfriend have made him avoid emotional connections and focus on one-night stands and friends with benefits. He eventually ends up at Sunny Valley's Cirque Lodge, a treatment facility in Utah. He meets Counselor Burton, who opens his eyes to new possibilities. Matthew realizes that he is no longer getting what he needs from drugs and that something must change. After leaving Cirque Lodge, Matthew Perry leaves in good health and spirits. He now has a different perspective on life and acts as an activist to support those struggling with addiction. He invests $500,000 into a group that creates sober living facilities in Los Angeles and even converts his Malibu home into a recovery center for ex-rehab addicts. In his public relations work, he promotes drug courts by decriminalizing them. Matthew Perry learned from a therapist that reality is an acquired taste. After 15 hospitalizations, countless AA meetings, therapy sessions, and an estimated $7 million spent on trying to get sober, he finally begins to experience reality. Matthew Perry wrote his memoir at age 52, expressing his gratitude for his life and the support he received from his family, friends, and doctors. He no longer drinks, does drugs, or even smokes, but still lives with the scars and regrets of his past. Perry longed for a romantic companion and children, haunted by the relationships he unfairly ended. However, when he wakes up every day and after taking a deep breath, looking at the beautiful view from his California house, he feels an overwhelming sense of gratitude for his life, his loving family, the show Friends, and the amazing actors he worked with. He also appreciates the sober companions, sponsors, and doctors who helped him survive. Perry's support network allowed him to have a taste for life and be curious about what would come next. He believed that addiction can be beaten and that if he can do it, anyone can too. Matthew Perry's journey, marred by pain, addiction, and near-fatal setbacks, stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. His story, unfolding from the brink of despair to a life of gratitude and activism, reminds us of the incredible strength found in the support of loved ones and the relentless pursuit of recovery. As we remember Matty, not just for his iconic role as Chandler Bing, but for his courageous battle and survival, we embrace the love and admiration we hold for him, a symbol of hope and a beacon for those struggling in the shadows of their own big, terrible things.
Enjoying our book summaries on Butterbook? Please support us by subscribing to our channel. Your engagement helps us bring more great content for book enthusiasts. Check the description box below for exclusive discounts. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts and the titles you're interested in. Happy reading.